To the tub, I see you, I see you. All these girls in the club, I got my eyes on you.
Hey, it's Maya back on a YouTube video, and as y'all see by the title, today I'm filming a soft glam makeup look. So I don't want to talk too much. I just want to go ahead and get straight into this little makeup look. First, I started off with a freshly washed face. I wash my face how I regularly do. I never do my makeup over a dirty face. I always love to wash my face and stuff. And then I use this to moisturize, and I use this as sunscreen. And then I use a little bit of aquaphor too. Like I'll put like aquaphor like around my nose and then around my eyebrows and like around my mouth area. So that's why my face is like really like glowy right now. Skin prep before you go into any kind of makeup. First, I'm gonna go ahead and prime. The primer I use is this e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I have acne prone skin, and this primer does not break me out. I only put it underneath my eyes. I feel like it needs it the most, and in the creases of my nose. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and spot conceal. So I'm gonna take a concealer that's more closer to my skin color. So I'm taking Tarte concealer in the shade 47S Tan Deep Sand. It's real ran through, real old. And I'm just basically going to spot conceal just like that. I'm gonna let that sit. I'm just gonna let that sit underneath my foundation, but I'm not gonna really blend it out too much. I'm just gonna blend it around the edges a little bit and then just let that sit. You know, I don't really want to do too much. Next, I'm gonna go in my foundation. So I have two shades of foundation. So I use Estee Lauder foundation. This is my favorite foundation. I have really dry skin, so when it comes to foundation, I wanted to get a foundation that was very hydrating and that wouldn't dry my skin out. So Estee Lauder definitely, and it's actually full coverage as well too. So I'm gonna go in with the lighter concealer because of course it's winter and I'm a little lighter than I usually am. So I'm gonna go in with 4N2 Spice Sand. Put a little bit on my hand. Put that all on my face. I was always the type of girl to never put makeup on their forehead and even on their nose, but now you definitely can see a difference when you do that. If you look very closely, and especially in person, you can kind of see it. So I started to put makeup everywhere because I'm not fucking with it, okay? I love this foundation so much. Like literally, it honestly is like my favorite. I was never like the type of girl to use foundation just because I could never find a foundation that really worked for my skin. Do y'all see how glowy my skin looks with foundation on? Like, oh my gosh, I love the foundation so much. If y'all hear my dogs in the back, excuse them. They're we have company over, so they're just gonna be working for a little bit. But it's okay because I would probably put music over it. This leftover foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it with this little makeup thing because I just this works so good, y'all. Like literally one swipe and it's gone. Foundation is done. Then I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my contour on top. I love when I do this. I really don't like doing my makeup when my hair is like done and my edges are done because it's so hard to really like do your makeup. It's hard to explain, but I hope y'all understand. So then next I'm gonna go in with my blush, Rare Beauty blush in the shade Worth. Literally just do a little bit like that and blend it out. Like I say, always go in with a little bit and then add more if you need to. And then I go heavy with my blush. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this MAC Glow Play blush in the shade Heat Index. I go heavy with my blush, okay? You just have to trust the process. If you mess up with your blush or something, you can always just cover it because you're about to cover it right now. So I'm gonna just blend it. I think I need a little bit more. See, that's how I like my blush, y'all. Okay, I look like a clown. You gotta trust the process. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and blend out my contour. I'm just blending my contour out and then making sure that it's no harsh lines where I put the contour and blush. So I just blend that up into my blush a little bit. I didn't even show y'all the contour blush I use. Mirror It Bronze Bomb in the shade Leo. So for my concealer, Tarte concealer again, I'm gonna go in with this Shape Tape by Tarte in the shade 35 in medium. Bring it down and do that. Just like that. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's so much background noise going on, but please don't mind it, okay? Just don't mind it. All right, I think I'm gonna put a little bit more in here. Okay, so now for right here on my nose and my forehead, I really do not like a lot of makeup right there because I feel like it starts to look cakey. Like I don't know if it's just me or so. I'm gonna take a brush and then I'm gonna sculpt it like this. Boom. Okay, so once you got your concealer laid all out, I'm gonna let this sit just for a little bit, not too long, just because I do like glowy makeup. Like I just have really dry skin, so if I wait too long, it's just not gonna, like, it's just gonna dry out real fast. So while I let this dry out, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. go ahead and put that rest of that concealer onto my hand so I can use that for my eyebrows. I'm gonna go in my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color Granite. So I'm just gonna fill my eyebrows in a little bit, not too much. I don't really like a full eyebrow, but you know, I still like to just in just a little bit. And then the way I fill my eyebrows in, I just go back and forth like this to the shape of my eyebrow and where I think it needs to be filled in. So basically look like you're coloring. I don't touch the front of my eyebrow like at all. I'm gonna just brush these bitches up, make sure that they look even, like full wise. So now I'm gonna take a little spoolie, I think that's what you call this, I really don't even know what you call it, y'all. My elf brow lift. Okay, so once you brush it up with the gel, you know, just do this and I shape them down like that, fill it in a little more. So you see how I got like some leftover right there? Just wipe that bitch off. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of concealer and basically just shape a little bit. I go in with the same concealer I use under my eyes. So now let's go ahead and start blending this concealer out before it's too late, okay? So I'm gonna take a concealer brush. I don't even know what brush this is, y'all. It's from Ulta. And then I'm gonna blend out the edges first. I blend, I pat, and I blend up. When you blend the edges out, you get a more defined look with your concealer. I'm just gonna blend it, but make sure you pat, don't drag. Never drag your makeup. That is not a good thing, y'all. Do never drag your makeup. And then I blend up into my eyebrow area. Y'all see how good that's blending? Like, oh my gosh. Like, literally. Wait. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, but oh my gosh. I'm gonna go in with a little beauty blender and then blend my eyebrow concealer out, blend out my forehead concealer as well, and my nose too with a small beauty blender. I feel like doing this with a small beauty blender works so much better because using the same brush you blend out your under eye concealer or like any other concealer like on your face, it just adds more. I'm gonna go ahead and blend a little bit down here. Do y'all see how well that blended? Like, let's get into it. Like, so I'm gonna go in with a brush and then just clean it up a little bit just in case if I accidentally like messed it up while I was blending. And then you see how my eyebrows, like, they look like they're just going like this. Brush the ends of your eyebrows or the inner of your eyebrows up like this. Yep. Before I blend under my eyes, go ahead and have your setting powder ready. I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Go ahead and have your setting powder out and ready because we're about to make your under eye creases invisible, okay? Go ahead and have your little powder puff ready or whatever you use. And then go ahead and blend out your concealer. When I blend like this. So I blend up. I do one eye at a time. Just make sure that it's like really blended, okay? So once your under eye concealer is all blended, now that your under eye concealer is blended out, go ahead and set. I don't use too much just because like I feel like it doesn't need too much. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go on with the other side. If you need to add any more concealer, don't be afraid to add a little bit more. Just add a little bit more color, more brightness. All right, so then I just set right here as well. Forehead, just a little bit. Not too much. I'm gonna just let this sit for a little bit. Okay, so while I'm letting this sit, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeshadow. So for my eyeshadow, I have this Too Faced Brown Sugar Pop Tart palette. It's super cute. It got some nice brown shades in here. I might honestly go with the Spread the Love one. I like to use eyeshadow that's like a brown, not too much. I bring it out a little bit over here. I'm about to take a lash break, y'all, for the new year. I just got makeup on my lashes. Like, that should be pissing me off. Doing your makeup with lashes is so annoying, bro. Especially like eyeshadow and stuff. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off the powder. Huda Beauty powder. I'm just gonna bake right here. Just sculpt my face a little bit. Cute, simple, easy. I'm gonna let that sit. With my under eyes, I like to add a little bit of color under there. I don't know, my eyes are really sensitive and I don't really like using eyeliner under my eyes. So instead, I'll go in with a eyeshadow, like a dark brown eyeshadow. I feel like doing this literally, oh my god, It literally changes the whole makeup look, y'all. I love it so much. So I'll go more on the corners, like the corners right here on my eye. I'll add more on the ends of my eyes and then like just let it kind of do its own thing while it's going out. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my mascara. I'm using the Lash Paradise mascara. This is the waterproof one, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do my bottom mascara. I love bottom mascara. I feel like it changes like my whole look. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off this. I have my MAC lip liner in the color Chestnut. Once it's lined correctly, I go ahead and go in with my concealer. Any like light concealer, honestly, I just do a little bit just to kind of clean this up. So okay, and then I'll take a little bit more concealer. I'm gonna blend it out a little bit. Okay, and if it's a little too white, I'm gonna go over it a little bit more. Yep. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with my Fenty lip gloss. It's the Heat one in the shade 03, I guess. I'm running out of this, but everything is done. I'm gonna go ahead and take my setting powder. This is the All Nighter setting powder. Cover my eyes. Just never spray this too close to your face. It's gonna like leave spots and stuff. You don't want that. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Ice Out highlighter, and I'm just going with my finger. I'm gonna add a little bit to my nose and a little bit to the inner corner of my eyes. Well, not inner corner of my eyes. I don't know what this is called. In between my eyes, like on my nose or something. I don't know what it's called. Now a little bit right here. But makeup is done. So hopefully y'all enjoyed today's video. If you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to ask them in the description below. I'm gonna link every product I use in the description below, so if you guys want to see that, go ahead and look for that. Hopefully y'all enjoyed today's makeup tutorial. This is like a little soft glam makeup look. It's real cute, real simple, soft glam makeup look. Hopefully y'all enjoyed today's video, and I will see y'all in my next one.